You know, when my daughter was 6 years old, she was taken from me from my ex-wife, and they vanished into thin air. Where are you going, Rebecca? It's come to this point where I had to make a difficult decision in December because she's 17 now. It's been over 12 years since the fight started. And that difficult decision was to stop the trial. Even though the court battles are going to be over with, my heart is never done. I think that's the main takeaway message today, is that a father's heart never stops. It literally never stops. It's freezing out here, but I really needed to share this with you guys. And, you know, this week, man, I have accomplished something that I've been fighting for over like 12 years. And it's literally just a step closer to finding and reconnecting with my daughter, Rebecca. And, you know, honestly, I feel like today I want to express something to anyone who's actually ever fought for something they love. And this video is actually for you guys. Let's go take a walk. You know, I'm still here in Tulsa, and it is absolutely freezing out here. We got a snowstorm on its way. This location here alone is absolutely gorgeous. We're over at this place called Ray Harold Nature Park in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I'm just getting, you know, my mind cleared from everything that's been happening throughout the past month. And, you know, I haven't been home in almost, 20 days because there's been something that's been roaring up. And I told myself I want to cry over this video, but, you know, it's a very emotional story. For 11 years, I've been on a journey to find, search, and reconnect with my daughter, my precious daughter, Rebecca. She's actually 17 now, and she's graduating this year, and it's so hard to believe. And she was taken from me when she was 6 years old by her mom and vanished into thin air. You know, when she was taken from me, it just felt like my whole world shattered. And if you guys are a father, you probably can relate to this. You know, there's moments in life that you can never replace, like birthdays, milestones, and all those, you know, memories itself. You can never replace those. And those memories are gone, and it wasn't by choice, you know. And it was mainly because of the circumstances that were way beyond my own control. And I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, in lawyer fees and private investigators' fees. But a father's heart, it never stops. It doesn't stop loving. It doesn't stop fighting, and it doesn't stop hoping and praying. And we gotta keep fighting the good fight. And this month, like literally, I came to Tulsa December 20th to spend time with my family for Christmas. I never thought I'd get to this point where I found Rebecca's school. And it's just a small victory, right? But it's meaning everything. Like, I got her transcript, and to some, it may not even seem like much. But again, it's a small victory for me, and I want to celebrate with you guys because I found out that she's making straight A's in school. And this, to me, as a father, man, I am so proud. Like, every step forward, no matter how small it is still progress being made, and I am never going to give up on my daughter. Now, let me just say this, because, you know, life, it will throw flames at us. Like, we will go through the darkness, and we got to remember that there's always a glimmer of light no matter where we're at, and we don't have to let that fire consume us. It's just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And if you guys don't know that story, you know, they refused to bow down to these false gods, and they were thrown into this fiery furnace. But what happened in that furnace? Well, they weren't alone. They didn't burn up. God was with them, and they were walking in that fire. They were dancing. They were rejoicing. And this is the same in life. Like, we don't have to walk through it alone, and God is never the one that's going to abandon us in these hardest moments in life. We just got to keep the faith, and we got to keep, grinding and allowing God to guide us through. And as filmmakers and storytellers, we know the value in struggle. Like, we know the value of struggle in actually shaping a story. And I feel like the most beautiful arcs are actually born from the toughest battles that we face. Like this one with my daughter. Your story and my story, it never ends in defeat. We are not losers. God already claimed us as victors. And with God, the final chapter is literally always victory. And we got to remember that no matter what. And when I think about my own journey, I see how much it's actually shaped my story. And these are the stories that I want to tell to you guys. Like, every setback, every fight, it has taught me resilience. It has taught me to never quit and to keep going. And that is something that I want to bring into my work as a filmmaker, as a creator itself, because technically everything that we create is literally already been created by God. And, we're just imitators. We're imitating everything. And for any creators actually just watching this, I want you guys to remember that, just like what I said before, but a little bit different, the heart of a storyteller will never stop. And it's just like what I said, the heart of the Father. The heart of the Father never stops. Like, every rejection that you get in life, every challenge, it's literally fueled for the fire of your story. And you can use it to actually create something beautiful, create something meaningful, to create something that inspires others. And you got to keep in your head that you're not after the masses. You're after that one person who needs to hear that message. And look, I don't know if Rebecca's actually watching this or if she's actually subscribed to my channel, but if you are watching this, Rebecca, I want you to know that I have never stopped loving you. And I am personally so proud for you. I'm proud to see your success in life. I'm proud that you keep on fighting the good fight. And I know that you're going through trials right now, but you are not alone, okay? Now, to every father out there fighting for your child, or if you guys are a filmmaker chasing a dream, or someone just struggling to hold on to hope, I want to encourage you guys to never stop. Never stop. Just keep going. Because a father's heart, it never stops, right? It never stops. Like, God's heart for us, he never stops loving us. And I don't mean to put like religion and stuff into this. I know where I'm at, and my faith has taken me on a wild adventure, and I love every second of it. Like, literally, I love every second of the adventure God has given to me. And I feel like this has been such a beautiful milestone that's been happening. And I feel like before I even came out here, God was sharing with me that 2025 is going to be the year of restoration. It's going to be the year of reconciliation. And for that to happen, we can't give up. We can't keep, we can't give up. We can't stop. We got to keep pressing forward no matter how hard life will get, because we are going to face adversities in life. We're going to be walking through the darkest of dark. And in order for us to walk out of that, we got to remember and remind ourselves that God is with us in that fire, no matter what. One verse that actually sticks out to me is Psalm 23 with David, where David was saying, he prepares a table in the presence of my enemies. And I always refer back to this verse because we gotta think that the enemies are they're not in front of us, they're not on the tables. And I feel like what David was really referring to in this message is that so often our focus, we can lose our focus, and we can look back at us at the moments of what we want in life. So we look back, and that's where the enemies are. They're surrounding us, they're trying to consume you. And when you look back, you're losing the focus of what's happening already. Like, you have everything prepared for you right in front of you. And to keep that in your head, like, everything is prepared for you already. And we can't keep on looking back. We got to keep our head focused and looking straight forward. And I don't mean for this video to be a preachy video at all. I mean, it's just been... It's been a battle. It's been a huge battle. And I know that some of you guys walked with me throughout my life itself, and you guys seen my ups and downs. And if you guys haven't, it's one of those things where I'm not one of those guys to give in to full defeat. I know that God is with me. I know that He is walking with me, and that this can relate to us in the filmmaking industry. Even though it's freezing cold out here, I am enjoying this moment, just offloading what's on my mind this week. And I think it's important for us to remember that, But I know it's kind of untraditional on this video, and I do apologize about me not being in the studio. I feel like today, though, I just wanted to share my heart, my personal story with you guys, and the little milestone that has been made. And if you guys know Rebecca Hope Riether, I really hope that this message can get to her. And I think with all our help, we can get this message out to her. The one thing I want to share this week, though, is that I was able to drop a letter off to my daughter, and whether she reads it or whether she doesn't, I mean, at least I got the letter in her hand to where she has the option to contact me, and to know that I have never once given up on her at all. I've always loved her. Anyway, thank you guys for letting me share this story with you guys. And if you guys like this kind of content, please consider to press like, subscribe, and press that bell notification icon. We will be back in the studio next week, going into the production of how to shoot short film solo. It's the exciting video itself. And until next week, practice and create.